Hey, sports fans, George Steele, VP of Operation for Mark the Hurricane Hoffman. That's Hurricane Huff. If you haven't been to our website yet, it's markmoneyhoffman.com, MarkMoneyHoffman.com. And guys, we've been doing these daily videos. We started last Monday. We went through Friday. We are a perfect 5-0. That's no bullshit. You can go on the site. You can go on the YouTube channel. And we would appreciate, actually, if you do go on the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell. That way, whenever we post these videos, it'll go right to your notification system. Not only will you find out about the videos that we're posting, but you'll also find out about Mark's specials, whether he has one of his Blue Diamond plays, Game of the Week, Game of the Month, Game of the Year. Not only will you get those notifications, but you'll also get special discounts. As Mark loves to offer deals, the farther out they are, the better the deal you get. So make sure you hit those things, guys. You'll get the free plays. Every day we're going to be on here previewing anywhere up to 3 free games. Today we're just using one, as we did all week last week. We used one every day, and we did go a perfect 5-0. Now, for those of you just tuning into the videos, we rate our selections on a 1 to 5. 1 being the lowest rating, 5 being the highest. So bet according to your own bankroll and how you wish to go through there. Again, 1 is the lowest rating we're ever going to have. 5 is the highest, meaning the highest that we like. So that's a little bit about us. If you go to the website, guys, you're going to find lots of free stuff, free information, previews on some NFL, college football, team win totals. And there's also a premium part to that where you can go to the buy now part for Mark the Hurricane Hoffman's selections. Mark's been in this business 20 plus years. Always at the leaderboard in the top of this industry. He's as honest as the day is long, guys, and he's got a lot of great promotions. So if you've tried the rest, come be with the best. Try Mark out. Go to the premium package, but go to the website, check it out for yourself, play around in there. Lots of great information and lots of great ways to get you paid. Now we're going to go to today's game, which we're going to preview, and the game is between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Now, generally, Minnesota is in the central time zone, so the games generally start at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. However, this one starts an hour earlier. It's going at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And the White Sox are going to go with Lucas Giolito, and Minnesota is starting highly touted rookie Steven Gonsalves. So Giolito is in his second year. He was with Washington last season. He did come over, I believe, in a trade this season over to the White Sox. He's posted okay numbers. As you know, the White Sox are not very good. But Steven Gonsalves is a highly, highly touted rookie in the Minnesota Twins farm system, so he'll get the start tonight. All right, guys, let's start it off. Like we said, the White Sox are not having the greatest year. They're playing in baseball's weakest division, the American League Central, where Cleveland is running away with that division. Chicago is in a three-way battle for last in that division with the Detroit Tigers and Kansas City Royals. Now, Chicago finds themselves 25 games behind Cleveland, so again, there's no playoff contention here, guys. They're probably going to be playing a lot of kids, bringing kids up from the minors and stuff, so they may have a different agenda than some of the other teams looking to get into the playoffs. The White Sox have the second worst run differential in the American League, and excuse me, only the Kansas City Royals, who are also in the division, have a worse run differential than the White Sox. The White Sox are 29-46 when a total is between 9 and 9.5, like tonight's game is. And the White Sox are 7-13 on the year when playing as a road underdog between a quarter and plus 175, as tonight's line is. Currently, the line is plus 160, plus 165, so it will fall in that category. The White Sox have struggled all year on the road, being one of Major League Baseball's worst teams. They are 22-38, so 16 games below 500. Definitely not getting the job done. Over the past 3 seasons, they're a dismal 83-139 on the road. And the White Sox have not played very well on Mondays either. They've had 12 Monday games so far, guys. 2-10. 2-10, so I don't know if it's weekend hangovers. I don't know if it's travel. But Monday, the team just does not seem to get the job done. The White Sox will play the Twins today, who is a division opponent. Minnesota and the White Sox both, again, are in the Central Division. Minnesota has a clear second place clear second place standing. They're not going to catch Cleveland for the lead, and I don't think they're going to fall anywhere near third with Chicago, Kansas City, and Detroit. So they're a team that's stuck right there in the middle. You don't know what their agenda is going to be, and maybe that's why they're bringing up rookie pitchers like Steven Gonsalves tonight. When Chicago is playing within their division, they are 21-32 this year, guys. So 11 games under 500. Over the past 3 years, when playing in the division, they are 86-119. So again, not getting the job done within their own division, and it's hard to make the playoffs when you can't win in your own division. Chicago is 8 games below 500 when playing under the lights this year. So, again, they don't win at night either. This is just a team, guys, that does not win. The White Sox have had issues all season long hitting left-handed starter pitchers like Gonsalves is. They're 9-20 when facing a left-handed pitcher. Since 2015, Chicago is 49-64 when facing left-handed starters. So 15 games below in that category as well. And when the White Sox are facing teams below 500 mark, they're 26-37, so 11 games below 500 on the season. Over the past 3 seasons, Chicago has a losing record against teams below a 500 average. So, they don't play well under the lights. They don't play well on Mondays. They don't face left-handers particularly well, and they don't play losing teams very well. So Chicago is just not a team that's playing well, that's for sure. Now, Minnesota's pitcher, again, is Steven Gonsalves. He's a rookie. Irvin Santana was supposed to go, but he was placed on a 10-day DL, giving them the chance to bring up Gonsalves. He is their top pitching prospect in the Minnesota Twins farm system. He has pitched superbly in AAA. He has thrown most of the season with their Rochester AAA affiliate. And Steven is holding a 2.96 ERA with a 1.195 whip average. He's pitched over 100 in the third innings for Rochester this season. He also has struck out 95 batters in AAA this season. Now, the Twins report. The Twins are also a sub-500 club, 59-64, so 5 games under 500, guys. This is not a great team either. And, Minnesota was a team that was possibly supposed to challenge Cleveland for the division, and they just have not gotten it done. However, Minnesota is 6-4 over the last 10 games, trying to make some kind of late season push for the wild card. But when you have the Yankees who are on pace to win over 100 games, and they're not a lock to even get in the wild card, a team like Minnesota isn't going to get it done. So again, maybe a different agenda here. The Twins have been playing very good baseball, though, however, at home. They are 37-24 at home on the season, so a credible 13 games over 500. They are 18-14 on the year when their total is between 9 and 9.5, like tonight's total is. And the Twins have been playing much better baseball in August. So far in August, they've had 17 games with a credible record of 10-7. Now, Minnesota has also played good baseball within their division. They're 28-25 in the division, but that may be a little misleading again because they're facing teams like the White Sox, the Detroit Tigers, and the Kansas City Royals, and this is by far the weakest division in baseball. So they do have an above 500 record, but you've got to really read into that, guys, because they are facing 3 of the worst teams in baseball in their own division. Minnesota is coming off of a 5-4 victory on Sunday over the lowly Detroit Tigers. When the Twins are playing off a win the day before, they have a 31-27 record. Minnesota has had success this year when they're playing teams below 500. They have a 29-24 mark when doing that. And since the midway point of the season, the Twins are actually 16-7 when playing teams with a losing record. So since the midway point, they faced some of the lower level teams, and they seem to be able to beat up on them. So, Minnesota, they're a great team? No. But do they seem to be able to beat these lower class teams? They do. And that's something we want to look for. Now, the White Sox pitcher is Lucas Giolito. He's 8-9 on the season with a 6.15 ERA. 8-9, however, is not that bad because he's pitching for a team, guys, that is terrible, the White Sox. So he's nearly with a 500 record. Lucas has problems, however, finding the plate. as he walks an average of over 3.5 batters a game. And when you're putting guys on base and your ERA is that high, that is going to be an issue. He is, however, coming off a very solid performance against the Detroit Tigers. He went 6 solid innings, allowing just 3 runs, striking out 7, and that was back on August the 14th. Over Giolito's last 7 appearances, he's 3-2, and his ERA is 2 runs less than his average, so it's down to 4.5. So Giolito seems to be coming on a little bit, and I know that he was a top prospect in Washington's system last year when he went with them. Guys, I think it's pretty obvious who we're taking here with all the stats. Might not be your favorite game on the board, but it's definitely a game that's going to take us to 6-0, and definitely a game that's going to get you paid. Our play of the day, the Minnesota Twins, minus the $1.60. Take Steven Gonzalez, this touted rookie, the top pitcher in the Minnesota Twins AAA system, is going to come up this evening and get the win for you guys. So we're going to take you 6-0 here on the free plays. Make sure you take the Minnesota Twins. If you haven't been to our website, it's markmoneyhoffman.com. Go on there. There's going to be baseball, football. Check out the site. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, so you guys get all of our updates. And guys, one more time, a 2-star rating, the Minnesota Twins, minus the $1.60. Go get yourself paid. We'll see you tomorrow.